And as honored as I was to participate in that, for me personally, obviously being from Trinidad and Tobago, this one resonates so much more, and I can only hope that this is the first of many to come. Thank you.
Great honour to be here and to be representing again the Caribbean All-Stars. Obviously we have a bit of pressure on ourselves being the current holders, so it's going to be interesting because there's a lot of new faces this year, so we'll see what's going to happen.
It's really nice to have it in the Caribbean to show the talent that we have. We've been representing the Caribbean in Europe for the past couple of years, and to have this tournament to showcase our talent down here, it's a wonderful feeling.
Hello, I'm Paul Schana, representing the BFA All-Star team. And yeah, it's my first time here with these competitions, with the competition, and I'm really looking forward. Yeah, what can I say? I really love Tobago. It was a really nice day so far. But now it's work.
How long has it been since you've been home?
Well, I'll come home, once or twice a year. My parents still live in Trinidad. Haven't been to Tobago for a couple of years. But to answer your first question, the transition is one that I kind of went into wide open, knowing that it's not one that I'd prepared for, it's not one I'd even thought about before the opportunity is presented to me. But I just call and comment on games as I see it, given my experience in the game, and don't try to be anything but myself and honest to my own opinions.
And what type of performance we could expect today?
From everybody else, I'm sure it'd be pretty good.
It was a great couple of days training all the kids, different age groups, different abilities. So it's hard to get everyone on a balance and try and find out what sort of training we could do. But everyone got stuck in and really enjoyed themselves. They seemed to be happy, and I think hopefully they went away and learned something from it, the experience. And when you point out about how they can go forward, I think maybe if they do more training. I was seeing a few, we started at 3 o'clock, some people were coming in at 4 o'clock. Maybe if they increase the hours, then it might help.
First time in Tobago, also in the Caribbean, and yeah, I really enjoyed it so far. Very nice weather, nice beaches, and also, yeah, I think the work with the kids on the football ground was really decent, and I think it gives them a bit of a knowledge and also more motivation to keep on playing football. And yeah, I'm so happy that I'm here, and yeah, looking forward to the games.
Yeah, life after football is, it's simple. We live a simple life in the Caribbean, and you just have to adjust yourself in both ways. Out in Europe and playing professionally, it gives you a bit of discipline. And coming back into the Caribbean and showing the kids and the footballers back into the type of discipline you have, I think they look up to you a bit more. Yes, and what I do down here is try to implement that type of discipline into the youngsters of today.
Do you have a coaching school or something like that?
Well, I run a sports academy up in my area and district that I have kids from 4 to 15, where I try to develop the kids not only in football, but their discipline into sports. And that is one of the main things that we have to do. Not all kids will go into football, but in sports in general, the discipline is the most important thing to succeed.
Well, the preparation has been pretty negligible. I'll be really honest with you. I mean, the thing is, it's the same with these tournaments around. I haven't played and don't play with any consistency. Haven't played for 2 years, as you mentioned. The bigger concern is the mindset. You're still every bit as competitive as I was 15 years ago when I was playing professionally, but things just don't work as smoothly and don't go as well. So it could be a bit frustrating on a number of levels. It's great. The good thing is that everybody is just the same. Everybody's equally competitive, and all of us have been out of the game for some time. So it makes for an interesting mix.
I think that most of the players that have been on trips to Barbados, recently Slovakia, Hong Kong, is that it's an opportunity to give something back, to have some fun, but to get involved with the coaching and the outreach programs. I think that in England we're a little bit spoiled because now kids can go on school trips to training grounds and see players and meet players or be mascots. And in different parts of the world where the Premier League is very popular, that can't obviously happen. So this is a sort of second best, if you like. Some of the guys coming out doing coaching sessions with some incredibly talented kids, I have to say. And we're delighted to be here. So all of the guys this morning are now ready to play, competitive as always. And I hope the supporters that come today enjoy it. Have been preparing exceptionally well with plenty of this, thankfully. It's fair to say. No, I think that most of the guys have played in heat many, many times. 7.5 minutes each way, so the referees looked at it and decided to bring it down from 10 minutes. So it'll be nice and short and sharp. But I think that for the players, many of them will have experienced this in pre-season and post-season tours, so shouldn't be too much of a burden. Whatever happens today was going to the Queen's Park Cricket Club. And basically they're trying to get an academy, set up a football academy to run alongside the cricket experience there. 5 or 6 of the local coaches were exceptional in what they knew, their knowledge base, and they appreciated the guys coming and having a little chat with them and pointing in the right direction. But the most important thing, and I remember speaking to the kids at the time, was just to enjoy it. It's not about being Dwight York. It's not about being a professional footballer. It's about enjoying sport, whether it's cricket, whether it's tennis, whether it's basketball, and to stay involved. You know, you might go on to be an administrator on the island. You might go on to be a referee. You might go on and play semi-professionally. You might go on to Europe or the United States. So the biggest thing for me and the most enjoyable thing was how the kids in Trinidad and Tobago want to learn, want to progress, want to get better. And trust me, that's not always the case in other countries. I've done plenty of coaching sessions in England where the kids switch off and they want to be on their phones and they want to be playing their games. Here the kids want to get out and play, and that's refreshing to see. It will be great to play Manchester United at some point. I mean, the Caribbean team, we played in the final, the Liverpool guys played in the final last time, and we lost 4-3 in the last minute, and they're always very motivated, and they tend to be the lower end of the age scale, it's fair to say, in terms of Masters football, so they tend to be that little bit fitter, so we have to use our experience a bit more. But the Caribbean team, the PFA team are very strong, but we've got a strong Liverpool team as well, so I'm not afraid of anybody, but we'll respect them as always.
We have time for one more question. Okay, just a final question, Stan. Aside from the football, based on your experience here so far in Tobago, what would make you want to return to the island?
Well, it's a beautiful island. I mean, my father's from Barbados, so you know it's a 45-minute flight away from where my dad's from, and I've been to Jamaica many times, Barbados many times. First time in Trinidad and Tobago, and it's obviously between Trinidadians and Tobagoans is kind of like one is the sort of the metropolis, the fast pace. And the other one's the sort of more relaxed. So it was kind of interesting to see the gear change of going from Port of Spain to coming here. But it's a sport-loving nation. I mean, I went around the museum near the Savannah and seeing some of the names that Trinidad and Tobago have provided over athletics, cricket, so many sports over the years has been quite frightening. So for me, it was just coming to a sport-loving island and hoping to be a little bridge, even if it's just a tiny bridge between some of these kids going on and realising their dreams. But I'd certainly come back. I'll be looking forward to come back someday and spend more time on both islands and visit both.
Okay, I have Marvin Andrews here. It's always a pleasure to chat with you. The last time we were up at the stadium, and you're at 2 years now. Yeah. Tell us what has been happening with you since.
Obviously, I'm still playing, still competitive. Playing in League 2. I played last season with Elgin Football Club, Elgin FC, and also Montrose Football Club. Really, really good season for me. Played over 20-something games. I was in the team of the year, for the League 2 division. So obviously my church still preaching the gospel, telling people about the good news of Jesus Christ, and obviously going about doing speeches and stuff like that, encouraging young people, presentations and stuff like that. But most important, as I said, still playing and enjoying the game of football that I always love.
What about that injury? Remember that injury that really people thought that was the end of your career? What's with that right now?
Oh, it's no problem. As I tell people, everybody asks me that, I tell them that, God has given me a brand new knee. Obviously, I can play on whatever surface, hard, soft. My knee is in perfect condition, and I know it's not by my strength or power or might, but by the grace of God that I'm still playing. While many doctors and specialists told me that I will never play again. So I just want to give all glory to God that He has still have me at 39 years of age, still playing healthy and well, and running about the field like I'm 21 again. So I just want to thank God so much, and it's miraculous of with my knee, situation, but there's no issues, no problems, no pains, no aches whatsoever. It's just, God is just awesome.
You holding the record for the oldest footballer right now?
No, I'm not. I still have a way to go. I think some guys still played when they were 40, 41, 42. I think there's a guy in Spain at the moment. I think he's probably 45 or something like that. So I'm just gonna play as long as I can, and I know by the grace of God, I keep close to God. God will give me the strength to keep playing as long as I want to.
How has the stay in Tobago been over the last couple of days?
Oh, it's been amazing. Well, for me, I only came in last night. So it just been just less than 24 hours for me since I've been here, but it's been really, really good. It's always good to be among ex-pros and legends of the game, and to grace the same pitch with them and be in the same dressing room with them is an honor for me. Obviously, I came here with the intention to be a spectator, not knowing I would have been drafted to play. Obviously, with Liverpool, I support Liverpool as a young boy, so it's been really, really good for me to be part of that today and in the competition. So I'm really, really grateful for that.
I'm having all the best, and let me wish you
Thank
success.
you very much. God bless you. Thank you.
To my left, Dwight York, former Manchester United striker, as well as Michael Gray, member of the PFA All-Stars, and one of the referees, international referees in the English Premiership as well, Martin Atkinson. We're going to allow each individual to give an opening comment, their feelings on how the opening day went, and then we open the floor to questions. We started with you, Dwight, obviously. First day, how you thought things went?
Well, obviously, I'm sure we all think that there can be a little bit of improvement, but at the same time, delighted with the turnout, delighted with the people of Trinidad and Tobago coming out and supporting the numbers. Been able to, I think the lads so far seems to have enjoyed themselves. As you can see, as the lads get into the games, the competitiveness starts to show out a little bit more. And yeah, we expect the games to be very close and very closely contested. And also we saw the fact that these players having the opportunity to play here for the first time as well, enjoying the whole ambience. So yeah, overall I'm delighted with the turnout and so far how things have gone so far.
Before we move on to the other gentlemen, when the stadium was named after you, did you envision something like this, having some of your former teammates, former rivals from England coming here on this venue?
Well, let me say firstly, I'm immensely proud to be given such an honor, to have a stadium in my name. I'm very humbled by it, and something that the legacy will continue. The people of Trinidad and Tobago, certainly the government, have recognized my achievement, and it's a great honor to have. Yeah, looking back, I never thought I would get this far, the journey that I've come on, to get to this level, and also to get the recognition at the end of it. It's very fulfilling, and hopefully one day that these kids out there who are looking on now could probably get inspired from it, and hopefully take that legacy forward.
Well, listen, I think first and foremost, I think we have to thank Dwight for inviting us over to Tobago. It's been a great experience. I think everybody's really enjoyed their time so far. He was right, it did get a little bit serious today when we're out on the football pitch, but that's what we're here for, to have a good time, but to show the fans who turned up today what it's all about. It was great out there. This was the first day of 2. My team didn't do very well, but I think Dwight's were okay. But no, it's nice, you know, the experience, the whole experience of coming to Tobago. I think it's new for a lot of players here as well. And British Airways, I mean, a huge backing as well, which has been absolutely fantastic. And obviously this man sat to my right as well. He's went out of his way to try and put this on, and we want to put a good show on, and we want to thank everybody as well for what they've done so far.
But tell us about your experience out there today.
Yeah, the experience has been fantastic for us as referees, myself and Andre, reffing in the Premier League back home. The chance to work with the local officials as well, which has been good for us. We did a masterclass with them during the week. So to have that opportunity to actually do a game with them as well has been really good. The welcome that we've had the whole time we've been here has been superb. It's been absolutely fantastic, a great experience for us, and we've thoroughly enjoyed it. With regards to the football today, it's what you'd expect. These boys are professional footballers. They want to win. You can feel that while you're out there on the pitch, the determination. They've still got the skill factor. So it's great. It's great to be out there and be involved in the whole event.
Ideally, we would have loved to have won the both games, but it goes to show in this kind of short form of the game, anyone could beat anyone on any given time. We were a little bit sloppy. We had a lot of chances in the first game, but didn't take them. So we got a little bit more serious in that. I had a conversation with the players, and as you can see, we're up our game second turn round. But yeah, in all, one loss, one result as well. We're reasonably happy. We feel confident that we can probably get to the final. Well, I mean, it's obviously disappointing that the lights is not really prepared for us, but I'm not going to sort of elaborate on that too much. We'd have liked to ideally have played the games at this time of the day, simply because of the weather, give the players a better climatize, a bit of time to sort of get a much better weather so that they can get by, because of course out there it's very humid. I could understand that, and maybe you can see we're all retirees here. You got to understand that as well, as much as we got the competitiveness in it, and we tried to find the best climate or the best time of the day so the players can get by. But as I said, we totally professional. We understand certain things needed to change. And in all fairness, the players has been great. You know, 3 o'clock sun is not the easiest being brought up in this country. I know how humid that is, but you know, all credit to the players. They have turned around, and as I said, the playing surface was great. Just take a little bit getting used to it. So I expect the players to be 10 times better tomorrow. Everyone is jockeying to try and get into that semi-final, final. So each team knows what they need to do tomorrow. So I'm sure you will see a lot more competitive game tomorrow as well.
Having been here in Tobago for the last few days, what, aside from the football, what would make you want to return to Tobago in the future?
I think certainly for me, just the friendliness, the way that people are with us. Everybody has got a smile. Everybody wants to speak to you. Everybody's so welcoming. The country as a whole is just so friendly. We're just not used to it. We aren't used to that sort of reception, and certainly for me, that's the one big thing I would take back, that everybody's so kind and so welcoming.
I think, you know, I have to go to the welcome that we got when we first arrived at the airport. That was the first thing, and then actually the same again at the hotel. Everybody's just been so nice, and it makes you want to come back to places like this. You know, we've really enjoyed our time. You know, everybody's trying to do as much as they possibly can for you. You know, I think the most important thing for me is, I think, you know, the people that we speak to around this island, you know, they've been so friendly. They all have a smile on their face, which is great, and we want to be a part of that. You know, we came over to enjoy ourselves and make the fans and make the people enjoy it with us as well. And I think, you know, as a whole, so far, it's been very positive. And let's hope this is the beginning of a lot of years to come, because, you know, we would like to come back here. You know, I think a lot of football clubs now are travelling around the world. They go away to the hot climate, and when they get across to the hot climate, you know, they do their pre-season training, and if they can find competitive football matches when they're here as well, you know, that's really important for the sides as well. You know, Dwight will be able to tell you, you know, at Manchester United, you travel around the world, you know, because it's just a global football club. So there's no reason why I wouldn't say to a football club to come to Tobago, because, you know, the facilities have been fantastic for us. Everything again has been laid on. You've got all the facilities here if the players want to train. So yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it is my first time. It's my first visit, so For me, it's a great experience. With regards to the football on the pitch, like I said earlier, the standard of football, these boys don't lose the skill. They don't lose their ability with the ball, and they still see the pass and they still buy the time. So it's great for us just to see that. It's very close on the pitch, though. It's really tight with it being such a small pitch. So we've just got to be aware of when these boys pass the ball, where they pass the ball. But it's a good experience.
Can she get a shot off? She does, but it's wide. Not a bad effort from Sharice Roberts. So a shorter piece from either team. Here comes the Chicas, ball long. That's going to go all the way to the goalkeeper. Oh, but as she dropped it, the referee is signaling that it's going to be a free kick. So it's a dangerous free kick now for the Chicas. The referee, of course, Ms. McDougall, also a former Tobago footballer. This is looking dangerous. Ladies in white, they've got a free kick. And Sek defend this one. And Jamil Charles with a free kick. Can she bet it like Beckham off the wall? She's going to get another chance with the throw. There we go. Long throw in. Something spectacular here, baby. Clearance now, not playing far enough. Here comes Chicas. Good bit of skill now. Down the line, there we go. That's a good block from the number 18, Lakita Lal. Well, in case you just joined us, this is an exhibition ladies match between Tobago Chicas in white versus Sek. There's a good turn now, chance for a shot maybe. Fantastic defending from the team in red. Just can't get past that Red Sea. No dividing that Red Sea. There we go. But oh my goodness, a bit of skill now. Went out into touch. No goals yet. Looking for a first goal. That's a fantastic turn. Squared back and shot. And it's a goal! Oh, so.
Right. I'm here with Dennis Lawrence. Dennis, welcome to Tobago. It's good to see you looking healthy. The last time we spoke, you were on the verge of the coaching job abroad. Tell us a bit about that.
Obviously, as we all know, I've moved on to Everton from Wigan. This is our second season just completed, so we're going into the third one. And as I said before, the focus still remains the same, is that to work with a coaching staff and try and become successful, and at the same time to try and better myself to become as good as I can in the job that I'm doing.
I know you in Tobago to really have a good time and enjoy yourself, but I still want to bring this question to you. Looking back now, from 2006 to this present time, the state of the football in Trinidad and Tobago, how are you all feeling right now? What's your feeling?
As I said before, it's difficult for me to make any comments on Trinidad and Tobago football, because obviously with my job it takes up a lot of my time, and even though I try to look for the results and things, it's difficult to really have a clear picture and exactly where Trinidad and Tobago football is. Obviously we're now in a position that we would like to be, because we should have really built on 2006, which for whatever reason it didn't happen. I think at this stage is something that we need to sit down and revisit when the time is right. I would like to hope that we've come away from the short-term projects, and somewhere along the line somebody will sit down and decide that we need to think long-term, because it's not ideal for the coach to try to prepare a team to go and win a Gold Cup. I think it's unfair on him to ask him to do things like that. I think we need to start thinking about the project, the long-term project. And if we can find the way and find the people willing to make this decision and this sacrifice, then I think it would help us in the long run.
Would we ever see Dennis Lawrence coming back to Trinidad and Tobago and giving back or getting involved in our football?
Dennis Lawrence has always said before that it's important for myself and for the guys that worked abroad, whatever we gather, whatever we learn, at some point we would like to give back to Trinidad and Tobago. In whichever way that is, we can't say no, but we would like to give back. I would like to give back. How eventually it would come about, I couldn't tell you no. But as I said before, my focus now is on the job that I'm doing, because I need to be, efficient and I need to be the best in my job, working with the football club that I'm working in, because it's a fantastic football club and I'm enjoying the work I'm doing.
Before I let you go, as Dwight said earlier, you all are retirees, right? Playing football 2-3 o'clock in the evening under this kind of weather. How did you all cope?
It was difficult because, as I said before, we don't, as much as we try to stay as physically fit as we can, it's not the same level of fitness. So it was difficult today, but the most main important thing is that we try to enjoy it. And we try to put on a show for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And I think today, based on how everything went, I think we did that. And, we all came away like we had a couple of injuries, which obviously was unfortunate, but the focus remains on enjoyment.
Well, Dennis, it was a pleasure, and let me wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I think it's a step in the right direction. One, you have collaboration and the building of very important networks with Flow, with British Airways, with the rest of the divisions in the Tobago House of Assembly. And two, you had the sport as a catalyst for development. A significant part, a significant component of this activity was to ensure that the youth, the boys and the girls interact with the legends, with players who would have played at a very professional level. And most importantly, we were able to use this medium to sell Destination Tobago to the international as well as to our domestic clients.
So tell us a little bit about the direction that you would like to see this go as it relates to continuity.
And one of the key, and good afternoon to everyone, one of the key components of the tournament over the week that the persons were here was, of course, our community outreach program that was largely sponsored by Flow, and we really want to thank them for that, where we would have had right across the island a number of venues where clinics were held, where the legends themselves went and interacted with the kids and young people in terms of showing them different tips, motivational sessions. But on top of that, we also had the opportunity for a goalkeeping and a referees session also. So in our mind, the legacy coming out of this one is the opportunity for the individual, the kids who are involved in the sessions to have some tips to interact with the legends, including of course their very own Dwight York and other legends on the national level, the Stern Johns who came out, and other national players, but also of course the clinics that we had for the referees and the officials, and of course the goalkeeping allowed for that skills and knowledge transfer, and of course the equipment that will be left with the varying clinics in the community and the Football Association. We see all of that as part of the legacy, so therefore that beyond when the legends leave, that legacy remains in terms of the equipment and the knowledge and the skills transfer that we feel would have allowed the different associations involved in the sport, the different clubs involved in the sport, and of course we as a division in terms of the Department of Sport to be able to move forward very positively based on the experience over this last week. The opportunity to see some of these legends who many of us would have grown up seeing on television even before it was the Barclays Premier League. I think that's the first thing. And therefore, I think also what we want the sporting public to take out of this is that no game, no athlete, whatever the sporting discipline, likes to perform without the fans. And I think when you listen to the players, know what the background of the team they came from, the support from the crowd, the enthusiasm from the Tobago public, the number of persons who were there, the rhythm section, lend itself to making the atmosphere live. And therefore, I want to challenge the public that legends are not come over time, and therefore the Tyreek Hosford and the Daniel Cyrus will be legends someday. You have to come and support them now, and don't wait until they become heroes of the game in the future to lend their support. And that's for me what I want the sport, then the community and the public to get out there and get involved in supporting the community games in the community, the small leagues, the Tobago Football Association, the PFL. I think that is important because their endeavor and their competition is not only to win, but it's also to please the fans, and your support is integral in terms of any athletic pursuit.
Thank you. I mean, to me, we're very proud to be part of bringing the football legends here to Tobago. And to me, the output of this is, you know, it's been filmed, it's going to be on Sky TV. And to me, seeing the output is of a great opportunity to actually showcase Tobago and the diversity of what it's got to offer. And the team have been out taking photo shoots, not just around the football, but actually seeing the island. They've been to various places, and to me, that is one of the key things. It's an opportunity to market the destination of Tobago through the Sky TV programme. People watch it for football, and I want them to take out how beautiful the island is. It's a hidden gem. It's not that well known in the UK. It's just a great opportunity for people to see it.
We see the development of communities through sport as critical in a number of initiatives. One, you know, reducing crime, you know, give communities an alternative to crime, start investing in sport and developing them to become, you know, future legends, as we talked about. So it's one of our critical CSR initiatives, which we're going to continue to invest in, especially in Tobago. So, you know, we've recently invested in the Jazz Festival a couple of months ago, and we saw this opportunity and we grabbed it because we believe that we can build this in conjunction with the THA and with conjunction with BA to make it bigger and better every single year. This is the start of an amazing opportunity for Trinidad and Tobago to start developing sport tourism, and we are going to be investing in that to make it something supreme.
You know, the fight in the animal is, no matter the age, it's going to be just as strong. And I think that's, for me, amazing. Those guys, you know, I retired from the game a long time ago, but a lot of them still very sharp. And it was a good experience. Yesterday was a lot better. Today was tough. But it was a good experience. I'm not a Aston Villa fan, so you know, to play again, I'm a Man U person. So again, to get out there and have to knock Man U out, well, there was mixed emotions. But it was a good experience. And I think it lends itself to the fact that we promote you know, physical activity. So it was really good. And I think you know, the interaction with the guys in the locker room from all parts of the world was very good also, and I think they had very good things to say and very good experience here in Tobago. We are very welcoming people, and I think we had to pat ourselves on the back for that. You know, throughout the whole experience over the last couple of days, you know, they felt very welcome, they felt very at home, and I think they really had a ball, and I had glad for the opportunity to take a little choke, as you want to say, with one of the teams. Yeah.
Tobago, in terms of sport tourism and where we take sport tourism, one, for us, we are responsible for basically marketing the destination and letting the world know that Tobago has the facilities that can augur well for the development of sport tourism. We have the golf flight. We know that Brazil, Sao Paulo is significant in terms of sport, and you know, we hope to use these linkages, these bridges that we develop from time to time, the accessibility in terms of airlift, to bring more persons to the destination. When you look around the island, you have a playing field in almost every community. You have the hard courts with lights, and we have the Dwight York Stadium as well as other stadium. Even in Buku, we have the multi-purpose facility that helps with goat racing, and so goat racing is also very important for us when we speak about sport and culture and sport tourism. And so we will work with the other divisions in terms of marketing, and we will also work with all the NGOs and the Sport Association in helping them to forge collaboration. And also in golf as well. We have the golf course located at Magdalena, and I know some efforts are being made to, you know, revitalize that one at Mount Irving as well. And so we have the facilities, we have, you know, trained staff who can work with those who come to the destination to be a part of the sport tourism thrust.
And let me just add, this is again not an isolated activity. If we look at the beach, the tournament in November, that actually at this point in time is the number one beach soccer tournament in the region, and it has attracted a number of teams over the last couple of years, from Switzerland, from the US, from Brazil. This year, based on the participation of some of our players in the CONCACAF qualifiers, some of our players like Dominic McDougall, who went off to Switzerland and became top scorer in their summer league. It has attracted teams interested like Barcelona.
Well, we have come to the end of an exciting 2 days of football here with the British Airways Tobago Masters, and we saw Liverpool coming out winners. So we should be getting set here for the prize distribution, and as soon as the distribution is finished, we're going to try to get some interviews with some of these legends. So stay tuned. Remember, this is Acts 25 on location in Tobago. We'll be right back after the short break.
Tiger Tanks Trinidad Unlimited is the premier supplier of logistic cargo carrying equipment to both the energy and non-energy sectors throughout Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean and Latin America. Providing safe transport using our DNV certified equipment of material and chemicals is our goal. We provide services in tank and vessel cleaning, emergency spill responses, as well as hazardous and non-hazardous waste management and treatment. Our highly trained and skilled personnel provide a professional service second to none. Our state-of-the-art direct-fired thermal desorption unit provides companies with an almost instant removal of liabilities when waste is treated at our site. Tiger Tanks Trinidad Unlimited, world-class service to our clients. Tiger Tanks Trinidad Unlimited, thinking outside the tank. For further information, call 868-651-1544 or 1460 or 0130.
We have Russell Appleby with us here. Russell, it's been quite some time now we have seen you on the field. How was this experience for you?
Nah, it's good. It's always good to come out and see old friends and speak about the old days and have a relaxed and enjoyable weekend. So this whole effort was all about that.
I know today was kind of really cool, good for playing football, but yesterday, 2 o'clock sun. When last you played football in that kind of condition?
I don't really play football too much anymore. I'm into swinging the golf club. But yeah, it's a long time since I've played football, and the worst yet in 2 o'clock hot sun.
Tell us a bit about your coaching, how that's going?
Nah, it's been a fantastic season for us. We were able to win the Scottish Cup, which is the first time in the club's history. So it made it a successful season, and we're happy, and hopefully we can build on it next season.
I know you have to run. Thanks a bit, and all blessings.
Cheers, my brother.
It's the George Arthur and Mr. Tobago. And that represents the player of the tournament. I don't call on the president of the Tobago Football Association, but at the end of the call, one player stood alone our adjudicators, and that player from the Czech Republic representing Liverpool. Give it up for Patrick Berger. Tobago.